Hello, my beautiful people. It's Leslie A.E. humbly asking you to be the light even when it's hard to see. And it has been a long week. Now, let me start off by saying that I would not take back anything that happened this week, because although I didn't understand it in the moment, I know that everything works together for my good. And secondly, you have no idea how much you've grown mentally, emotionally, and spiritually until you are put in a position to show that you are exactly who you say you are, or at least who you are becoming. With that being said, it's time to shine the light on me at Leslie A.E. Got a nice ring to it. This week was jam-packed. I had the pleasure of participating in the 8th grade promotional ceremony on my campus, as well as my son's 7th grade award ceremony. Coincidentally, these events took place on the same day. So there I was with my cute black dress on, because if all else fails, bet on black. Hello. With some nice heels. My flats were not too far behind. Okay. The mini beat on my face for a little razzle dazzle, because I don't really wear makeup. I don't know how to apply it. Help your girl out if y'all got time. To celebrate these beautiful souls and their wonderful accomplishments. My goal was to leave the 7th grade ceremony, go back to my campus to help with dismissal, to go home and relax in my happy place. But God and the universe had other plans for my life, okay? Okay, so boom. I get in my car, I turn the key over, but my car would not start. Mind you, I had just bought a new battery like a few days ago, and it wasn't cheap. In my mind, I'm almost positive that the problem is my alternator, but I'm not sure yet. So I tried to start my car a few more times, but nothing. That little annoying clicking noise that nobody with a vehicle wants to hear, like or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If you ever been in this situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. At this point, all I'm trying to do is get a jump, back to my campus, get home safely. Tried to get a jump from this beautiful lady, but she had this futuristic battery, and it was a no-go. I'd never seen a battery like this before a day in my life. So like, just know my car kind of old school, but I mean, what can you do? Well, I'm not getting a new car with all this inflation and all that. No, absolutely not. Me and Graham gonna ride till the wheels fall off, period. And I was able to flag down another lady who did not hesitate to give me a jump. God bless you, ma'am. I expressed gratitude to both ladies. I headed back to campus. As I'm driving, I noticed that the lights on my dashboard are flickering like on some paranormal activity shit. As fast and as safely as I possibly could. Instead of heading back to my campus, I headed to the nearest AutoZone. Shout out to y'all, because y'all helped me for real. Even though y'all charge too much, but I mean, what can you do? Even when I tell you I was almost there, I was like this close. I was this close there. And I turned to drive into the dang old parking lot, and guess what? My car shut off. Whoo, child. I am sitting in the middle of an intersection, okay? Praying that I am not harmed and I somehow make it to the AutoZone parking lot. Thankfully, I was smart enough to roll down my windows before the car shut off. Because if you know anything about Texas, you know that it is motherfucking hot. I was still hot, but like I wasn't like suffocating. So that's that. I'm screaming out of my window, "Hey, can I get a jump? It's me. Can I get a jump? Could you please give me a jump?" No one, and I do mean no one, stopped and gave me a jump. Like, they did not want to help me at all. I think these hoes was being super rude and aggressive. Honking their horns, being all impatient. And I even think one of them gave me the finger. Low key. I don't think I'm wrong. I think they did. At this point, I didn't call AutoZone. I didn't ask them to please come give me a jump with one of them handheld machines. That didn't work. I kid you not. I asked a good 50 to 100 people to give me a jump. Ain't nobody else. Thank God for one. It just take one. Boom. There's a man in a suit, like a full suit. It wasn't a 3-piece because he had no vest, but he was in a suit. Over into the parking lot, and he's just observing. He didn't say anything. He didn't draw attention to himself. He's legit just observing. Finally crosses the street, and he comes to the driver's side window, and he says, "Ma'am, do you need help?" Now, what I wanted to see was, goddamn right I need help. You see me in the middle of the street, in this damn intersection. Help me. Help me. But instead, I replied, "Yes, sir. I really do." Asked me how could he help. Told him that I needed a jump to get into the parking lot and out of harm's way. So then he said, "Sit tight. I'll be right back." First of all, sir, where you think I was going? I needed your help. I ain't going nowhere. Okay, so boom. The gentleman parks his car in front of my car, asks for my jumper cables, and proceeds to give me a jump. Now, the jump was successful. However, he removed the jumper cables from my car completely shut off. Now I'm like, because I know for a fact that it's the alternator. I'm about to come off like 300 easy. That's including the labor, by the way. It is what it is, goddamn. Take the gentleman down again. And he's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "No, sir. It's the alternator. And I'm going to need another jump again. And I'm going to need to be pushed into the parking lot." He says he's about to jump the car again. I say I'm about to put the car in neutral. He says, "Smart lady." I'm like, yeah. Once I put my car in neutral, it was go time. And parks his car in the parking lot, takes off his suit jacket, and comes back ready. Another gentleman comes to the passenger side of my car and says, "Do you need a push?" You already knew I was like, yeah. These two God-sent gentlemen pushed me out of harm's way and pushed me straight into a parking space. After I expressed gratitude to both gentlemen, I said, "You're welcome." The other gave me a pound and said, "No problem. Thank you, God." So I'm sitting in the parking lot trying to ensure that my next move is my best move. Notice that there's a mechanic in the same parking lot as the AutoZone. Look at God. Asked the mechanic, was it possible for him to check and see if my alternator was bad? And if it was, could he fix it right here in the parking lot? He said, "Of course, let me check for you." He checks and the alternator is bad. So I'm like, okay. Call AutoZone to see if they have the alternator, and they do. Go in, purchase the alternator, and give it to the mechanic so that he could fix the car. And he said it'll take 2 hours to fix. I mean, it's not like I was going anywhere anyways. Thankfully, where I am, I can walk to my mom's place in my nice, black, soaked, and sweaty dress. I'll make my way to my mama place. Get there and my son is safe, chilling, playing on his cell phone. Teenagers. My mama asked me like 800 questions about what happened, what's going on, the usual. And I am just thankful that God kept me and he kept me and he protected me. A text from the mechanic saying that the car was ready and that I could come pick it up. My mama accompanied me on the walk back to the mechanic. Shout out to you, boo. You're the real MVP. Check the car, it's on, it's running, it's ready to be driven. I thank that mechanic from the top of my head to the soles of my feet for fixing my car. He came in clutch, for real, for real. I dropped my mama off, my son up, and then we went and got some around the week Chick-fil-A. I know after everything I had been through, y'all know I wasn't cooking, right? Like, I was not cooking, no ma'am, no sir. Made it home, I gave my son the biggest kisses, the sweatiest hugs, the gang of I love yous. Closed my door and I thanked God for everything. 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 I thank God for legit keeping me safe when I could have died. Could have gotten hit by a car, could have died from the heat, or a combination of both. Like, it was in the hundreds in Texas. Thank God for protecting my son in my absence and that no hurt or harm came to him. Truly a blessing. I thank God for it all. But I said all of that to say this. You knew there was a message coming, right? You know I ain't tell y'all all the tea for nothing, right? Okay, cool. A lot of times in life, we know that there are a lot of things that we need to work on. Things we need to heal, or things we need to fix. And instead of working on these things, instead of starting the journey of healing, or instead of fixing the things that need to be fixed, we wait until the money is right. We wait until the timing is right. We wait and we wait. We wait until we never start the process in the first place. And then when things aren't working the way that they should, when we start to hurt, or when things start to break, we question why these things are happening. When truthfully, if we had taken care of the things that we knew needed our immediate attention, wouldn't be in the positions that we have been in or that we are currently in right now. So today I challenge all of my beautiful people, including myself, take a really good look at the things that we need to work on. Whether that be ourselves, our cars, obviously, right? Our relationships, our families, our careers, our healing journeys, or whatever your thing may be. Start working on the little things today that they won't become bigger problems tomorrow. Peace and love.